Hello everyone. Now we are continuing the series of top 50 lead code problems. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to see the remaining things from employee bonus. So if you read this question carefully, I'm directly going for the input, output and the theme. Write a solution to report the name and the bonus amount of each employees with bonus lesser than 1000. So let's say here we have a employee information in bonus information. Finally, it's only printing Brad, John and Dan because Brad is not getting any bonus. Sorry, yeah, employee ID 3 is not here. He's not getting any bonus. At the same time, John is also not getting any bonus. Out of Dan and Thomas, they both are getting bonus. But why I'm getting only Dan is because Thomas is not like his bonus amount is greater than 1000, right? It want to be lesser than 1000. So I'm going to give a join. While joining itself, I can give the condition. Select star from the what is the first table is its employee as A, left join because I want all the information to be fixed. So in the bonus table, so select star from employee as A, left join bonus as B. What is the condition on A dot employee ID equal to B dot employee ID. So and also you can say one more condition directly and your bonus want to be B dot bonus want to be lesser than 1000. So now if I execute this, so our output want to be name. So the final output what we want is we want name and bonus. Yes, so I'm writing the name and the bonus. I'm running the code here. Let's see what is the output. Wrong answer. So it also including Thomas. Brad, John, Dan is fine. But Thomas it is giving null. Okay. So you can add it because it's like a filter, like it's adding a condition. That's why it's print. Okay, I'm trying the left inner join. If I use left join and I'm removing this condition, let's see what is happening. So now I will get all the people with their bonus. If you see here, I am getting Thomas also. Now I am directly using a where condition here. Where B dot bonus is lesser than 1000 or it can be null also, right? Bonus is null. So it want to satisfy any one of this condition, correct? Are able to see here either it want to be null or it want to be or the bonus want to be lesser than 1000. You can write this in directly in a join condition also. And if I see here, instead of writing this in var, if I add it in join itself, let's see what is happening. Okay, by default it is not allowing, so you can go with var itself. Yeah. Okay, it's very simple. We are joining these two tables. Why I'm use left join is I want all the names want to be fixed and then it want to take a match from the right table, that is bonus table. For those who's having not having matches, everyone want to print. So Brad and John not having match in the right table, so I want Brad and John. At the same time I want the people whose bonus is lesser than 1000. Out of 2 and 4, which is Dan and Thomas who's having a match, I want to print only Dan because his bonus is lesser than 1000. So automatically for this query I'm just getting either the bonus want to be lesser than 1000 or it want to be null. So automatically it is pulling the expected output. Understood? So if I run this, yeah, I'm able to achieve my output. I'm just copying this. I'm pasting in the 11th, the sheet itself. So I'm pasting the solution here. Right, accepted. So I'm writing the next code here, which is students and examination. So here, if you see, there is student ID and the student name. Here we have subject name, student ID, and the subject name. Finalist, student ID, student name, what is the subject, and how many exams he attended in each subject. So right now I'm joining the student ID with the examination table using what student ID, right? So that I can say how many times they have returned. So I have two tables. One is students, and the second table is examination. Select star from student as A. Inner join examination as B on A dot student ID is equal to B dot student ID. So right now I'm joining the two tables. It will give me all the outputs. So but in like all the output in the sense, see the output of minus one alias student ID is one. So but the expected output is not the same. We want what? What is the expected output, guys? Out of star, we want what are the things we want? One is student ID. Next is student name. That is a table itself we can call. Next thing is what? What we want? Yeah, student name is only one table we have. Okay, student ID, student name. What is the next one I want? Subject name, right? So in the subject name, you can also get a count of student ID. How many times that student write count of. So we're able to sign how many times the student has done the test. Finally, you are using aggregate functions. Group by first three columns, 1, comma 2, comma 3. So the student ID, student name, and subject grouped, and it will give you the count how many times that is. Student ID is ambiguous, right? Just call which table you want because the both table having the student ID column. Both the table is having student ID column. That's why. Okay, here also that is ambiguous. Can you be dot? Anything is fine. A or B, you want to mention which table you are calling. So the answer is wrong. Let's check why. Yeah, the reason is because. Okay, so if it join the Bob with here, it will give multiple. Okay, Max Physics Programming. Okay, for me it's printing one for everything. Programming is one. Okay, let me analyze. Okay, okay, okay. See, guys, let's see. So we want to print all the three subjects: Max, Physics, and Programming. Are able to see here? We want to print all the three subjects. They're not asking how many like marks for each subject. They're asking we want to give a mark for all the three subject. If marks is there, like if he's not attended the exam, we want to print it as 0. Now first step is I want the combination of the students with this subject. How can I do that? How can I do the combination of the student with the subject? Select students, select star from student, cross join the subjects, correct? If you see this, if I run this, let I'm looking at the cross join, what output I'm getting is, see it is, see my output is it taking LAs and it is merging with all the subjects. Are able to see here? Are able to see here? LAs programming, physics, LAs max, right? Yes or no? Now what we want to do is we want to do left join now. Left joining the third table is nothing but what? Examinations on students dot, from student table I want to take a student ID equal to, from examination table, which is nothing but a student ID, correct? If I run this now, see it's printing all the information. I'm able to see my output. Analyze programming, analyze. So now you can use a distinct here to remove the duplicates. So analyze programming. So you can also join by using the subject name also. So right now we are just joining only with the ID, and you can also join based on the subject name. From subject name equal to, so which is nothing but from subjects table, subject name want to be equal to which tables? Examinations table dot subject name. So automatically you can remove the distinct now. Now I'm looking into my output. See here, alias physics 1. So alias programming is only one time he attended programming. Yeah, it's correct. Alias physics is 2 times. Alias max is of 3 times. Are you able to see here? Are you able to see here? Now from this we can frame our desired output. What? So output is student ID, student name, subject name. We want this three as it is, correct? And from here I want what? Count of student ID, yes or no? Comma, count of student. This is from which table? This is from which table, guys? From which table this count is coming from? Examination table, right? Examinations dot student ID. Now finally you can group by for all the three columns, right? Group by 1 comma 2 comma 3. Now instead of you can manually type, you want student ID here, student name, and then subject name. Student ID, student name, subject name, and count of the examinations, grouping by 1 2 3. The student ID is from A dot student ID. Student name is also A dot. Subject name you can say, so A means which is nothing but which table? The first table, which is student table. Student dot student ID, student dot student name, subject dot subject name. So let me running this. So almost our answer is right. Alias max is 3, physics is 2. Yeah, yeah, but only difference is the attended exams. You want to rename the count of examination as what? Attended exams. I'm just running this. student ID, uh, student name. Is what is the error we are facing? So return the result table ordered by what? So how they're asking to order by what? Order by student ID and subject name. So student ID is first column, subject name is third column. Yes. It's very simple. What we are doing first to get the combination of all allies with all the three subjects, I'm using cross join. Correct. Here I'm cross joining the student table with subject table. It will give a combination of allies with all the three. If you're not able to understand what is my cross join, please go and watch my YouTube video. We mentioned very clearly what is my cross join. Next is after doing cross join, we'll get all the combination. From here, we are doing left join with the examinations table. From here, we are doing a left join with the examination table using the student ID. Done. And at the same time, while joining these two with this, we are giving two condition. One is exam ID, at the same time subject name. Whenever this is getting mapped with this, it will give a match, else it will print a null. Now finally we are getting this information. We are framing this select statement based on the output. Student ID from the student table, student name from the student table, subject name is also from subject table. Now I want to count of exam how many times this count is happening by grouping all the three columns. That's why I'm using 1 2 3. Automatically all the columns is grouped and it will give me the count. If count is not there, it will print 0. So that's why it's giving 0 for Bob physics. And also finally I want to order the output based on what? Student ID and the subject name. So this is the answer for this question. So I'll paste the question here. So next question is, next is 13th question. So we're done with students and examinations, and then managers with at least 5 direct reports. That's why we are going to solve now, and followed by confirmation rate. So these two questions will solve. Listen guys, this question is very simple. Let's say we have employee table and if you see the output, we have only John. Anyway, they say this question as the medium, but it is not medium question. It's very simple only. So if and why we are printing John means because this manager have at least 5 direct reportees. Let's if you see the John here, he's having 5 reportees. Dan is reporting to 101, which is nothing but John, right? Yes or no, guys? Are you able to see here? Am I right? So how we can do this? First thing is I'm going doing a self join. I'm going to replicate the same table again. Select star from this table name is employee as A. Left like you can do an inner join or left join. So right now you can use inner because nothing duplicates. Same table as B. On how you want to join these two tables, guys? This table want to be joined again with one more table. This table is A. One more table we are taking as B. So how I want to join these two tables is, so if you want I can explain you brief. I'm taking a help of Excel here. See, this is table 1. This is table 2. Now I want to join these two tables from what? Based on, so I can use paint also for a better explanation. Guys, please look into our self join. This is table 1. This is table 2. A and B. Now I want to join this manager ID with this employee ID. So that's why if whenever there is a match, so this guy. So for all these people, I will get John here, right? Because we are joining based on manager ID, employee ID. So how many times join is repeating here? That many times he is what? That many times we are getting people reporting to him, right? Yes or no? Yes, I will understand. When I join this manager ID with the ID, so this 101 will get John. Everyone will get information of John. So how many times we have a name of John, that many times people are reporting to him. That's why we are trying to achieve in the code. If you see here, like inner join employees as B on the condition is this manager ID, that means A dot manager ID want to be equal to B dot this ID, correct? So now what I want to do, I don't want any other information. I only want B table's name, table of B, like name from the B table. So B dot name. So I'm taking a name from the B table because finally I said no. How many times this John is repeating? That many times he is reporting. So I'm grouping the name because if all John want to come to a single John, because 5 times his name is there, I want to print his name only one time. So I'm just grouping by one. That means first column. So and also I want to print having count of star, which want to be what? At least, what is the question here? Minimum you want to have 5 direct reportees. That means this count is greater than or equal to 5. That many times he is having the reportees. Are you able to understand this, guys? Everyone? See? So why I am grouping here? Because if you see here, John is having 5 times. If I group here, if every time John will print, if I group this name, John will be grouped and he'll get 5. So whoever is having the count of 5 and greater, he will be popped in. That's why we are able to get the John information here. Understood, guys? Everyone? All of you able to understand this? So I'm copying this question. So I'm pasting the solution. So next question is confirmation rate. Guys, you can refer all the solution we are solving in the sheet. I have given this sheet link in the first comment. Okay, please go and watch and practice more. Okay, if you come to this, let's see. I'm coming to the confirmation rate. So if you see this question, okay, let understand this question very clearly. We have two table. One is signups and another is confirmations. So the confirmation rate also we able to see. Let's say ID number 6, the confirmation rate is 0. Let I'm seeing why, because he just signed up but he not involved in any confirmation. Okay, 3 also signed up but both times it's timed out. 7 signed up, 2 times it's confirmed. Okay, one time, oh, three times he confirmed. Okay, for 2 it is one confirmed and one timed out. Understood? So what is the answer here is they're giving the explanation. User 6 does not give any request, so that's why it's 0. User 3 made 2 requests, both timed out, so it's 0. So 7 made 3 requests and all were confirmed. The confirmation rate is 1. So the confirmation rate is nothing but like how they're calculating this rate is after of total request, how many times it's confirmed, then it's point giving 0.5. Let's say if 2 is confirmed twice, he given a request 2 times, but confirmation rate is 1/2. Here out of 3, 3 out of 3, that's 100% 1. So first thing is what we want is we want number of times we can directly take from here itself. If I do an inner join, I can directly take. So while doing a join, you want to do left join because here 6 also you want to include, correct? So do a left join between these two. So 3, 7, 2, 6. How many times they have given a request, we able to find that, correct? But before giving, we want to understand the what confirmations alone. How many times this guy confirmed? That is the important we want to understand. So what we can do, guys? out of total how many times it confirmed and timed out. So if we able to take the confirmed alone, we able to easily achieve the desired output. Correct. So what I'm doing is just I'm adding this, if adding a case statement into the confirmation table. See here, select star comma. So I'm adding a case statement, case when action is equal to, whenever the action is equal to time like confirmed, then print 1, else 0. So automatically whenever it is confirmed, we'll able to calculate how many times it's confirmed. Yes, yes or no? Now um, finally, so before going to this, from the table called confirmations, so we'll look into this first, what is happening. So I'm running this, let's see how it is working out. So I think so there is some select star comma case when, so I want to end the case statement. Okay, see here, yeah. So I able to get the count also, zeros and ones, correct? This is or no? Now I can sum it up. So how can I do a, how can I sum it up? Instead of star, I can just take a user ID. Then what? Action, and there sum of this case statement. So I'm summing up all these ones and zeros. Now what will happen? I want, if I use aggregate, I want to group, right? Group by 1 comma 2. I'm looking into, let's say now I want how many times 3 timed out, how many times 3 confirmed. See, timed out 3 is 0 times he timed out. So now only we'll get a value for confirmed. Are you able to see here, guys? Yes or no? Am I right? So before going to this, I'm going to do an inner join for these two first. How can I do inner join? Select star from, select star from the table name is signups as A. You can do a left join with the table confirmation as B on A dot what? A dot user ID equal to B dot user ID. Correct? So now if I execute this, I'll get a combination of all the two because I use left join. First I'm running this alone. So it will give a overall output. Why it's throwing error is confirmations. Okay. So we can just remove this and we can try. Yeah, let's say what is answer is wrong, we know. But what we able to achieve here is number 3, Correct? Yes or no? Yes, we able to achieve number 3 two times. Our total is 2 times. Number 7 total is 3 times. Now the thing is I want a count of confirmed. So you can achieve this using a case statement, right? In a select you can write a case statement. Case when action is equal to confirmed, then 1, else 0, end. So now automatically it will give 1 and zeros. Now finally you want the user ID alone, so you don't want star. I want each and every user ID and their total count of how many times the user ID is there, and out of this you want a count of how many times their confirmation is there. End as confirmation CC, this is total count, confirmation count, and this is as I'm marking this as total count. If I run this, so you want to group because you have used aggregate function, just group by 1, and also the user ID is available in both the tables, so you want to particularly mention which table you want to call. So right now I'm using a dot on both. Yes, see 3 is, if you see here, if I you would use a calculation now, 6 0 by 1 is 0, 1 by 2 is 0.5, 3 by 3 is 1, 0 by 2. If I use a total confirmed count with the total count, automatically I'm going to get the answer, right? So CC, this is confirmed count divided by this total count. If I use this, so automatically for each and every user ID I'm going to get this answer. You can to rename this as confirmation rate. Final output as, this is the total confirmed count divided by this total count. If I run this, yes, are able to see here, able to get the desired output. 3 is 0 because the confirmed count we are able to get this from this sum. Total count we are able to get from the count of user ID. Automatically I'm able to achieve this confirmation rates. Understood guys, everyone? All of you able to understand this? So now what I'm doing is I'm copying this thing also. Yes. Guys, listen, what we have done with 2 modules completely. Select also done, basic joints. Remaining 2 is pending, 3, 4, 5 is pending. We will solve one by one in the upcoming videos. Thanks for watching this video. Please practice. We have discussed all the sums and joints with, we also provided the solution also. Please support the video and also watch clearly. Understood everyone? Thanks for watching this video. If you have any doubts, you can give me on the chat or the groups. Okay.